Today I will explain a film from 2000, titled Reindeer Games. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy the content. Rudy, a car thief, is shown at the beginning of the film. He has recently been arrested for stealing a luxury vehicle. Nick, another prisoner, runs into him. They are conversing amicably and rapidly become friends. Nick is a sociable and outgoing person. He is exchanging letters with a woman by the name of Ashley. To her, he has presented an idealized version of himself. She continues to email him pictures of herself even though they have never really met. Rudy learns about Ashley and their upcoming meeting after his release. Rudy, whom he introduces to the love letters, falls madly in love with Ashley. Next, a prisoner rebellion occurs as a result of the poor nutrition. Rudy and Nick observe while the other prisoners create a disturbance. Since their sentences are slated to end in 3 days, they don't want to make any trouble. However, they run into problems. A knife is obtained by a prisoner who has a tense relationship with Rudy. During the ruckus, he makes an effort to stab Rudy to death in order to vent his anger. Just in time, Nick approaches the bat and deflects the knife away from Rudy. Nick has a streak of misfortune and is slain. His passing breaks Rudy's heart. 3 days later, he leaves the facility and sees other freshly freed convicts being greeted by loved ones. Rudy approaches his breaking point since he has no family or friends. Suddenly, he spots Ashley, a familiar face who has come to see Nick, amid the crowd. After a few hesitation, Rudy approaches Ashley. He makes up a story and says he is the Nick she was communicating with. She believes Rudy to be Nick because she has never seen a picture of him before. Additionally, Rudy presents the majority of their correspondence fairly. Ashley is therefore very confident in Rudy. She then drives him to her residence. They start getting really close. After that, he is completely charmed with her. To hide his actual identity and stay with his beloved forever, he even flushes his identity card down the toilet. The happy times, however, only endure for 2 days until the catastrophe occurs. When they go home from the mall, they find 4 armed guys inside their house. The 2 are taken hostage by the 4 men, who then put them in a big vehicle. Gabriel, the group's leader, claims to be Ashley's brother. It turns out that Gabriel had accidentally uncovered Nick and his sister's relationship in the past. Nick found out he was the casino's security manager just before he was arrested. Nick was therefore intimately familiar with the design and security of the casino. Nick said in his letters that the casino's security is inadequate and there aren't many patrons over the holidays. After reading the letter, Gabriel had an idea. He intends to profit from the circumstance by robbing the casino throughout the holiday season. Rudy is being held as a prisoner by him since Gabriel believes he is Nick. He intends to coerce him into aiding him in his theft plot. When Rudy learns of these plans, he discloses his actual identity out of fear of being sent back to jail. He tells them Nick passed away in custody. In order to approach Ashley, he claimed to be the other man. Because he is unable to provide Gabriel any proof of his identity, Gabriel doesn't believe him at all. Ashley thus believes he is making up a slew of falsehoods to escape. She makes an effort to persuade Rudy to collaborate, nevertheless, if he wants to survive. At this time, Rudy consents to help their group loot the casino in order to save his life. A sketch is taken out by Gabriel. They just finished sketching out the first level of the casino. Rudy is tasked with creating a map of the second level of the casino that includes the location of the vault and the security room alarm. Rudy is ignorant of this knowledge since he has never visited a casino. But he picks up the sketch and looks at it carefully. Then he claims that the inside depiction of the casino in the drawing is not accurate. Maybe while he was in jail the owner redecorated the casino. If so, the internal organization of the casino has to be adjusted. Gabriel pulls out his revolver and prepared to shoot Rudy in response to his statements. Rudy agrees to visit the casino and have a look since he is so afraid. That makes Gabriel happy to hear. The following day, Gabriel and the others disguise him as a cowboy and take him to a casino. Rudy thinks deep down that it is pointless since nobody at the casino recognizes him. To make matters worse, the casino owner notices him right away because of his attire. He is approached by the owner, who begins to converse. Harry, the gang member in charge of watching out for Rudy, notices this. Harry pulls a waiter and asks about the casino because he believes Rudy leaked information to the casino owner. He learns that the casino was built and has never been restored. Now that Rudy is lying, Harry knows it. Rudy wraps up his conversation with the casino owner in the interim. He goes into the restroom, and Harry soon after. The gang member is knocked to the ground as they begin to fight. A man dressed as a cowboy may be seen leaving the casino quickly by Gabriel and the others who are watching the casino's entrance. When they realize the man is not Rudy, they stop their pursuit of him. He is simply the man Rudy transformed into in the bathroom. Rudy eventually succeeds in escaping. After realizing their mistake, the gang sets out to find him. Soon later, a pair of crooks see him racing through the woods and begin after him. Gabriel pulls out his revolver and is ready to shoot him when he notices that he is trying to run away. They slide down the slippery slope as Ashley rushes forward to stop Gabriel. Rudy sees Ashley risking her life to rescue his, then comes back to grab her and go. As the two cross a frozen lake, Gabriel and the others start firing carelessly at the ice. Ashley falls into the river as a result of bullets shattering the thick ice. Rudy jumps in to help her immediately away. Sadly, Gabriel and the others show up and seize the two. They are taken into a home by the gang. To reprimand Rudy for his lack of cooperation, Gabriel stabs him with darts. Then, using chains and shackles, he fastens Rudy to the bedpost in the room. After Gabriel and the others have departed, Rudy uses a dart he has hidden in his pocket to unlatch the shackles. He is prepared to run away once more. He hears Gabriel and Ashley talking before he has a chance to exit the room. He abruptly sees them kissing in the sea. They don't even seem to be siblings, but they are acting quite intimately. Their conversation reveals an unexpected secret to him. They are a relationship, it turns out, and Ashley handled everything. She started by convincing Rudy to join the casino heist scheme using her beauty trick. At the lake, Ashley used her cunning to deter Rudy from running when he was ready to do so. Rudy's heart is broken when he learns the truth. He is ready to depart when two men come back from outside. Rudy now needs to go back to his room and locate another exit. Later, in an effort to win Gabriel's trust, Rudy uses his imagination to elaborate on the inside layout of the casino. Gabriel is convinced once the scheme succeeds. He says he'll do it on Christmas Day, and Rudy seizes the opportunity to offer an idea. Gabriel grants his request to have a pistol for the operation. But the crook also offers him a fake water pistol. He only offers it to him as a display, and Rudy enjoys playing with it. To pass the time, he fills the water pistol with powerful whiskey and swallows it. The party arrives at the casino on Christmas Eve. Ashley keeps watch at the entrance. The group, including Gabriel Rudy, dons Santa Claus outfits. They enter the casino while pretending to be customers. There aren't many patrons inside. The few surviving employees who are working past their normal bedtime also seem disinterested. As predicted, Rudy had an argument with a client over a meal. Gabriel stands out and draws everyone's attention before going directly to the security room on the second floor. He initially intends to seize control of the casino's security system. However, Rudy created the whole interior design of the casino. He takes a lot of time searching the second floor for the security room before shooting all three of the guards while they are eating. He tampers with the security and alarm systems of the casino. In the background, numerous basement robbers engage the security personnel of the casino in gunfire. A fight results in the deaths of two of Gabriel's men and all of the casino security guards. Harry and Gabriel quickly take control of the situation. The casino owner and a number of staff are abducted. Rudy tries to run away as the chaos continues. He is stopped by Ashley as she charges into the casino. At this point, Ashley takes off her mask. She has Rudy at gunpoint and has lost her soft demeanor. The thieves break into the casino vault in the meanwhile. Gabriel, however, is unsatisfied because Nick said in his letter to Ashley that the owner of the casino had a treasure box. Before asking Rudy to confront the casino owner, Gabriel first beats him up. Rudy's identity is entirely revealed, and the owner isn't familiar with him. Gabriel comes to terms with the fact that he is not Nick. He feels betrayed since he has been duped several times. He decides to kill Rudy out of rage, but Rudy then recalls Nick telling him about the safe while he was in jail. It is rumored to be stashed away in the boss's office under the wine cabinet. Soon after, Gabriel coerces the casino owner into opening a sizable safe that was concealed behind the liquor cabinet. But just as Ashley and Gabriel are about to climb up to explore the wealth within, the casino owner pulls 2 submachine guns from inside and fires at them, missing the intended targets. As Gabriel and Ashley run for their life, the owner takes advantage of the chaos and sneaks out of the office. Rudy is being pursued by Harry, and they begin to wrestle. Rudy grabs a pistol off the ground in the middle of the mayhem and points it towards Harry. However, alcohol begins to flow from the gun's barrel. Yes, that is the water cannon that was provided to him. After giggling uncontrollably at the scene, Harry gets a second gun and points it at Rudy. He pulls out a cigarette and a lighter at the same time. As Harry lights the match, Rudy lifts the pistol to the fire and discharges a few little alcohol beads because he can't believe his luck. At the same time as Harry starts to burn, Gabriel and Ashley kill the casino owner. They locate Rudy after that. They defeat him, tie him to the vehicle, and prepare to ram it off a cliff. In the truck's cabin lies a wrecked car that needs repair. To make the robber appear to have died, they want to simultaneously drive Rudy and the car down the cliff. They can get away with it this way and start a nice life with the money they stole. After learning about their scheme and realizing he cannot escape, Rudy starts to swear. He calls Ashley a vicious lady. She scolds him for snatching Nick's girlfriend, who saved his life from the knife, and makes fun of him for being ungrateful. Rudy is surprised to learn this. He did explain that Nick died in prison, but he never stated that he had actually saved his life. Rudy responds to his question. Standing next to him, Gabriel immediately discerns that something is off. Ashley then shoots Gabriel in the head, stopping him in his tracks before he can continue. Rudy is shocked and confused. But before he has time to gather his breath, what follows shocks him even more. Nick, who had passed away in custody, appears out of the shadows. He approaches Ashley's side. It comes out that Nick is the mastermind of the robbery. His chosen gang of Rudy and Gabriel are nothing more than his tools and scapegoats. Nick and his lover Millie Bobbitt, also known as Ashley, plotted the crime before Nick was sentenced to prison. He then faked his death after paying off the guards and prisoners. Nick seemingly reaps the rewards of the robbery overnight and gets away with it wonderfully. Nick puts Rudy into a gasoline-stained car after meticulously describing all the details. His hands are restrained to the wheel. They aim to stay with their original scheme, which involved pretending the thief died in a vehicle accident. Rudy is a car thief, but Nick is unaware of this. Millie is getting ready to light the car on fire just as Nick is going to push it down the cliff. With a hidden spring-loaded knife, Rudy has already sliced through the car's moorings. He starts the car quickly and shifts it into reverse. He collides with Nick, severely hurting him. Then he changes gears, sending the vehicle and Millie straight onto a precipice. As the automobile is about to go off a precipice, Rudy leaps out. As he draws his final breath, Nick starts begging with Rudy for compassion. Rudy, though, won't even look at Nick and shoos the vehicle and Nick off the curb. Rudy ultimately wins, but he refuses to accept the illegal funds. He places the cash in mailboxes as Christmas gifts on his journey back to Sydney, where he eventually meets his family for Christmas supper. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out.